Anyone can build horsepower. Today, I'm building reliability, one bearing at a time.
It's mass throttle driving fast, taking control. Whoa, yeah.
Alright, so we had a short break on LS content. I said I was going to take it to a machine shop. I didn't. Turns out it was either way too expensive, or they couldn't get me in time, or they just didn't answer their phone. So we are going to go ahead and start throwing this whole thing back together. I'm going to start with the cam bearings where I left off. We're going to start throwing everything back together. Before we get going here, you want to identify your cam bearings, because your front and your rear, from my understanding, are different than your middle three. So identify those. Second, I would recommend in going through and making sure that there's not already burrs that need to be cleaned up on your cam bearings. I went through mine. I actually have a couple that had some nicks, so I kind of just lightly filed them to get them smooth, so then they wouldn't catch and nick the camshaft. Another thing, identify your holes and where they are in orientation of your cam bearings. So it looks like on these, they are on the right side if it's upside down, so technically the left side over here. So when I put this in, I want to make sure I have a hole lined up that will oil this cam bearing. I'm going to get some assembly lube. I'm going to drop it down and make sure it's orientated the right way. I've seen some people put index marks on these. That was probably a lot. That'll be all right. I just want it to go in all right. So from there, you are going to come down. You can't probably really see it, but you're going to come down with a pick, and you're going to make sure that your cam bearing is lined up. And mine, I can go in, and I don't feel like there's any ledges in that opening. So I ended up, didn't get this one lined up perfectly, so I slowly pushed it out, went and checked it, made sure I had a towel in there to kind of catch it so it wouldn't get nicked or anything. It looks still perfectly good condition, so I'm going to go ahead, realign it, and try again. Too easy. So I had to cut the tape down a little bit, but it was because it was getting stuck. But I can thankfully take the pick, find it, and put it in the hole. So I am going to do this kind of the unorthodox way. So normally you would take the block off for this entire procedure. Take the block off, put it on a flat surface, and install them that way. So by doing it on a lift, I already did it wrong. But normally to do this one, you would come in from the back side and knock it in. That's a good, that's the proper way to do it from my understanding. I've never done this before, and I'm by myself and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is take the tool apart and put it in like this, and then I will just tap on this. The biggest thing with this is you can't, there's no way to make sure it's flat, so I just need to go slow with it, focus on it, make sure I put it in correctly, and then just take my time. Hopefully it goes well. If not, I'll knock it out and try it again. I'll be honest, that got away from me a little bit in the beginning, but look at that. Perfect. It did get away from me a little bit. I got a little cockeyed, but I took my time, watched it, followed it in, made sure I put in lots of assembly fluid so it would go in smoothly. And to be honest, for never doing this, I'm actually really happy. It was stressful, but not as stressful, and I learned. I even messed up on number 3, so I was able to slowly knock it out. You know, it kind of improved my confidence knowing that I could knock it out, realign it, and go back at it, and everything turned out good. There's no nicks on anything. Everything seems to be really good. Good enough to put a cam in it.
Thunder roll. It's smash throttle driving fast, taking control.